All right, cool. What are we doing this time?
Well, Gary, are you familiar with the Bible code?
No. I live on the West Coast. We don't do that Bible thing.
Well, you know, it's do you have the History Channel? Because most of their programming is about that and the Nazis, and how the Nazis tried to harness the Bible code.
Is the History Channel range free? Because if not, I don't got it.
You mean free? You mean free range?
Nope.
Okie doke. No. So the idea is that because the Hebrew or Hebraic language is so heavily numerological, that the text of the Bible contains hidden truths about our world, both ancient and modern. And I've cracked it, Gary. I've cracked it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Is this this is like one of those snake churches or something?
Yep.
You go to? Out east.
Yeah, out here in I go down to the Creation Museum in Erlanger, Kentucky. I pray to Jesus riding a raptor, and then I feed pages of the Bible, King James version, please. None of that bullshit.
To my Roomba.
to their Roomba, yes. I cut it up into a nice confetti.
The devil's Roomba.
Yeah. And let me flap this paper here.
Okay.
All right. Let's see here. It says that the ultimate truth will be revealed in Dianetics 3914, which, let me see here. It says Captain Planet and the Planeteers.
Fuck this planet.
Fucketh is the next verse.
Oh, okay. Okay. Blatant numerological significance.
Oh, you almost got it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What's your name?
My name is Gary Butterfield.
And my name is Cole Ross.
And you're listening to Abject Suffering, the show where we play bad games that you suggest.
Yes. Why are you doing this to us?
Yep, and this time we were playing Captain Planet for the NES, suggested by Russell Nix.
Yeah.
It's a bad game. Here's my sound effect for all right. I don't know if that came through.
It sounded like a whiskey bottle.
That's me opening up some whiskey.
Okay.
Some. No, I'm not trying to angry video game nerd this or anything.
Well,
I drink now all the time anyway.
Really?
Not when I'm just playing bad games.
Yeah, no, I just opened up my second beer. Haven't finished my first one, but
Yeah, well, just double fist it. Mix it. Do you know what happens if you mix Yingling and Grolsch?
How'd you know it was Yingling? Shit.
Huh? Because you talked about beers you drink.
Oh, okay.
I have a iron trap memory.
Okay, cool. No. I just I don't always drink Yingling, but when I do, I drink Yingling.
I know. Have you? You're familiar with the work of Reggie Watts?
Yes.
He has a song on the YouTube network that he does with like Tim Heidecker and Michael Cera and Eric and stuff. Called "If You're Fucking."
Okay.
And it's the premise of the song is somebody calling in and asking whether or not he's having sex. And the song, which is like it gets stuck in my head all the time, the hook of it is if you're fucking, then you're probably fucking. If you're fucking, then you're probably fucking. If you're fucking, then you're probably fucking. If you're fucking, then you're probably having some sex.
Yeah, it's got a nice cadence to it. Yeah.
It gets stuck in my head constantly. Like, if you're drinking Yingling, you're probably drinking Yingling.
Yeah, no, it's self-evident. It is
It's my favorite tautology.
Yeah. No, it just we live in a profoundly disordered world where nothing makes sense except A equals A. Ayn Rand, libertarianism. High five.
Indeed. And legendary Dick Hound, Ayn Rand.
Yeah,
legendary Dick Hound, Russell Nix. There's a connection. Sorry, I don't know what kind of hound you are.
Yeah, no, it's fine. He's a bad games hound.
He's a bad games hound. He's a Captain Planet. He's a Planeteer. He's a junior Planeteer.
Yeah. He is an honorary. He's an honorary Globetrotter and an honorary Planeteer.
Yep.
Yeah. But man, a Harlem Globetrotter game.
Yeah, there probably is one on the C64 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like I bet you some European computer only system had one.
Yeah. Too bad I can't Google that. But
it was weird when I was a kid and I liked Harlem Globetrotters. I had no idea. It wasn't funny, and I didn't like basketball, but I still remember being like, yeah.
Well, I saw them on Scooby-Doo on the Cartoon Network, and I think some later version, their grandchildren came and played at my my high school a couple times. Yeah, but so Russell,
like
what's that?
They're like Menudo. Like they just kind of like rotate them out for whenever one of them dies.
Yeah, no, they've got pods of Menudo.
Yeah.
Menudo pods.
We're gonna get ahead of ourselves. That's all. Let's cut this all out and put it in the next episode.
Okay, cool.
When we talk about basketball, and this one where we talk about Captain Planet.
Oh yeah, where we talk about conservation. So Russell did something pretty cool. He wrote in with an anecdote, which I'll read it and then I will say why it is totally applicable, and I would like people to do this in the future. So Russell says, not sure if you've already recorded the Captain Planet episode. You got in just under the wire, my friend. I suggested it, so to fully understand why I hate Captain Planet, you need to hear the whole story. I was 7 years old. I got 2 video games a year, Christmas and birthday. My older brother convinced me to ask for Captain Planet for Christmas. It was so hard, we never beat the first level. I bought a Game Genie just to play more of it. I never beat any of those goddamn levels. I hope you hated it as much as I did. Fuck heart.
Yeah.
So that encapsulates so much of the bad game experience, especially from this era, right?
Yeah.
Which is 2 games, you're going to play them, god damn it.
Right.
And like a sibling thing, or being conned into getting something that is suboptimal, either by devious marketers or by somebody near and dear to you. You think?
I wonder what the motivation is for the brother, because he's going to be able to play that game. Like I would imagine he would like try to get Zelda, dude, or something like that, so he can play it. But maybe he had moved on. Maybe he had a master system.
Oh yeah,
and they were divided among fraternal lines.
He was getting that sweet Alex Kidd action.
Yeah, Alex Kidd, Shinobi.
Yeah,
Revenge of Shinobi.
Yeah, Revenge of
Shinobi versus Spider-Man.
Shinobi harder. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, someday we'll do a master system game. If you're like, just real quick, I don't want to go on too many tangents on our tightly focused bad game podcast. But have you ever played an Alex Kidd game?
No.
They're pretty bad, and then they also, and this is again just a real common complaint about things, but they reverse the jump and A jumps B shoots, and it just makes them impossible. Like they're real slidey and shitty anyway, but like they're so hard because of that. Like they're fucking weird games. I played because I had a cousin, my adventure game uncle. His son was my Sega kid cousin, so that's how I played all of my Sega growing up.
Your the one garbage person you knew. Yeah,
exactly. They're actually like their yearly income was probably like 3 times that of my family.
Okay, yeah.
So they, I think that they were just they had a PC, and at the time that was something.
Yeah.
But so I played a lot of Alex Kidd just because it was around. Like I had a lot of my hostage gaming experience from that. Mm-hmm. They're fucking weird. So what's the worst game that you ended up having this syndrome is? Nixism. What's the worst game you got nixed with?
Well, famously Time Lord. I remember that, but that sticks out to my mind because of the fanfare around it.
Yeah.
Captain Skyhawk, but I kind of like that game a little bit. Oh man, it's hard. I think I repressed most of it. It's you asked that question with the confidence of a man who knew his own answers, so I will defer to you.
I mean, mine isn't that bad either, but I don't know how much of it is real and how much of it is like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll start making up like fake email addresses so I can just redo it for the show and I can see if it's actually bad. But Arista's Ring, which is like a screen by screen Zelda Lolo kind of game. Like it's like, there's not very much puzzles to it, but the way that you kind of can, the way you move on a grid and everything reminded me of Lolo. Mm-hmm. It's a really, really weird, top down kind of Zelda like that's real shitty.
Yeah.
That I just, I'm going to beat this shit and just played it forever.
Yeah.
Strange.
Like the nice thing was, I was mostly just a hanger on my brother's, collection.
Mm-hmm.
On Chris's collection. So like I never had any agency over what we got, but I still just like got whatever he had. So I didn't have any emotional attachment to it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I never ended up getting any licensed games like that.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice. Like I never had that experience, which is good. And I liked a lot of this shit. A lot of the stuff that these things were made out of. Like I liked Captain Planet.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah, no, I mean, just you have to wonder, like, how much the Planeteer indoctrination, like, got me to be the fucking pinko I am today, you know?
Right. Even though, like, if you watch it now, like, this is a real bad show. I've watched a whole episode of it fairly recently.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, just for, hanging out with some buddies and just, like, let's watch this dumb shit. Because there's one we remembered. There's one where Duke Nukem teams up with Verminous Scum, who's Jeff Goldblum is his voice, and they are stealing like turtle eggs. I think when I say recently, I mean like since I was a child, so it's still a little fuzzy.
Yeah,
but
as an adult,
yes, so. as an adult male.
Yeah.
But Jeff Goldblum just makes egg puns, the same egg puns, like over and over and over. Like he says "excellent" like 6 times in the fucking episode.
Does he take it to the extreme?
He does take it to the extreme. I think he does say, I think at one point he actually literally goes like, extremely excellent about stealing these fucking eggs.
Yeah.
From Duke Nukem.
Oh, man.
Or with Duke Nukem.
Yeah. So do you want to hear some of the special guest stars that they've had on here?
Oh.
It says voice talent.
Sting is one of them. Like I know Sting is a character.
Sting's
He's an alien.
Ed Asner.
Sure.
Let's
Kids love Ed Asner.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know the name that's going to get all the boys to the yard. Let's get fucking Ed Asner on our
Lou.
show.
Yeah, no, you get Lou down here. Come on, man. Yeah, no. You got Dean Stockwell.
Sure.
Yep. Who actually played Duke Nukem. I thought you were actually talking about the VO for Duke Nukem, but different guy. Sting played Zarm. Martin Sheen played Sly Sludge for 3 years. John Ratzenberger, better known as Cliff Clavin.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Like that guy, he had one pan in the fire.
Yeah.
Like what else is John Ratzenberger? You've just read the entirety of like his IMDb, like between the two of us.
Yeah, let's see.
I don't know anything else that guy's done.
Malcolm McDowell.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But then special guest stars, David Aykroyd. I jumped the gun there.
You were so excited.
Yeah. Danny Glover.
Sure.
Who was not too old for that shit. Neil Patrick Harris? NPH?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Phil Hartman?
Yeah, before he got big.
Yeah.
Phil Hartman. Who knows what role this played in his untimely demise.
Oh.
It wasn't...
that's like one of the few celebrity deaths that actually like bums me out. Like,
it sucks. Yeah. It's unfortunate. I agree. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
But as everyone knows... His meth stabbing was a result of his Captain Planet addiction.
Yeah, no. Also, you don't marry crazy, but
yeah, the crazy person wanted his residuals.
Yeah.
The voice of Gaia was somebody famous. Was that like Whoopi Goldberg?
Let's see. Yeah, that was Whoopi Goldberg. Which I thought it was contractual that any character she played or voiced could not have eyebrows.
Yeah, because you don't want to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
because she only kind of has eyebrows. Yeah. Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah. I was a fool to think anyone wants these naked pictures of Whoopi Goldberg.
And Frank Welker shows up just because it is a cartoon in the 90s.
Yeah,
so
that's as you do. So this it's a game. It's also they made a Nintendo game because this like I don't think you really overemphasize how fucking huge this thing was. Like the weird early 90s eco pop culture. Explosion, like that's a big thing. Like that McDonald's game for Sega Genesis. There were like it was a really huge thing, and it got like I was pretty into it at the time. Especially for someone now who's like, any changes that I make, I won't live to see. Fuck it. Like I recycle because they make it hard. Exactly. It makes it hard not to recycle here. And my apartment came with a dual flush toilet, but like that's the extent of my eco warriorness.
Yeah.
But that's. That was huge. It was ridiculous. Like we had, it was like almost like a national fever. Like there was never a time which was bigger.
The ozone layer was a cause celeb. Like in our lifetime, we still had / cared about an ozone layer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This cartoon, which it also the other reason why I like this cartoon and was pretty into it is the idea of. There's that thing with youth entertainment where you get a group of teens together and each one controls a different element. Or you have 4 of anything and they have elemental powers, like, Fantastic Four kind of thing that I was real into. Like, that was a real fun idea to me. Like, maybe I'll be walking around by a garbage dump in New York and, like, Captain Planet will come and give me a ring that shoots fire.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah. And this was also the Burger King Kids Club philosophy of multiculturalism.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah.
It's a bad act. It's funny how like that urge to not be racist ends up becoming so racist.
Yeah.
Like the idea is like, let's not be racist by showing one of every race, but let's give them the worst accents.
Yep.
And then whenever we visit their home countries, let's show off the worst of them.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Every time they went to Africa, it's like, oh, here comes people with masks and spears because we're in what's his head, the Earth guys.
Yeah.
Home turf.
I believe that you're referring to Kwame, who was voiced by LeVar Burton.
Oh, yeah, that is an all-star fucking cast.
Yeah.
Star Trek reunion kind of thing. Or like when they go to Mowgli or whatever, his house, his country, like every second person was a poacher.
Uh-huh.
Like he was like, here's what we know about South America. Yeah. Poachers. Everything is a poacher.
You're referring to Mati.
Mati, there we are.
Yeah, there we are. Yeah. Well, you say elements, but they had 4 elements and then an organ.
Yes, yeah, and then heart, which like Russell was saying like fuck heart. However, if you get to the second part of the first stage where you're Captain Planet and you use the heart power, you turn into a neon. Did you get there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you turn into that neon heart that looks like it should be on the outside of an hourly rate hotel.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like you like turn into a neon sign of a heart is how they decided to like graphically depict that.
Uh-huh.
It's really funny. Like I don't know, like oh no, my heart meter is draining. I can't be this neon sign of a heart. I have no idea what anything fucking does in this game.
No.
So it's not that weird that I don't know what the heart does. But graphically, that tickled me pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but just the idea that they had this multicultural group of teens that were fighting to save the planet from such people as Hoggish Greedley.
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
Yeah, that was Ed Asner. Stalker Slaughter.
Yeah. In one episode, there was an evil Captain Planet, which may or may not have been Sting.
Captain Pollution, voiced by David Coburn.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Captain Pollution, and he deputized all the regular Captain Planet villains to give them rings that have powers, and like Duke Nukem's was radiation, like of course. Mm-hmm. One of them was smog, but the fourth one, and 3 of them made sense. I can't remember what the third one is. The fourth one though was the power of deforestation. Which is not a thing that can just like an energy that can emanate out of a ring. Yeah. They're like complex social problems and economic things that cause that. It's not like you shouldn't be able to shoot a deforestation ray.
Well, I mean, unless it's Agent Orange.
Well, yeah, exactly. Not like those deforestation rays we rained on those on Charlie and the Trees and But this isn't Bonfireside Chat. Why are we?
Why are we doing that? No, we're crossing the streams here. Yeah.
But yeah, it was just so dumb that he had a ray. There's like, and then just made trees get cut down.
Yes,
so stupid.
Trees cut down ring.
I remember that from when I watched that like when it aired, at the time, and I thought it was stupid. So it was stupid.
So this is one of those bizarre things, and you'll very rarely hear me say this about a thing. This was a little bit before my time. Like I obviously am literate of it. And, like, I've seen plenty of episodes, but I wasn't old enough to the point where I could recount any plots or, like, identify a villain by sight.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm glad that, it being before you saying it's that far before your time means that it's not that far after my time. Right. And it wasn't that weird that I was into it. It's not like I'm, like, 16 and, hey, guys, I can't do band practice tonight. I'm going to go watch Captain Planet.
Yeah, beating off to Linka.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no, just the whole thing, the Rocko's Modern Life, our RACYCLE recycle, that's good. Yeah. I just can't help but wonder how much this like overly saccharine, like obviously like overtly political indoctrination like turned like parents and people against it. How much reactive bullshit did this inspire to set back? Like, hey, maybe recycle. Like, fuck no, gonna turn on my lights. I'm Glenn Beck.
Yeah, maybe
they got Sting on here for fuck's sake. I don't know.
Well, Sting's like the Bono of music. Like I know. He just goes and does any kind of cause.
Sting is the Bono of music.
So, like he's just sniffing out landmine charities and waggling his dick in their general direction, like
and constantly orgasming.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why he's so crazy at this point. Like, Tantra sounds all well and good, but if you had a never-ending orgasm, I'm pretty sure that would drive you mad after, like, 90 minutes.
Meg Ryan?
Like, I don't... Yeah.
Sorry, Meg Ryan was a voice actress. I'm going to close this page now.
Yeah, you can't handle this IMDb.
Yeah, that's what
you can't handle DMB.
I know.
I can't.
I did it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the game a little bit.
A little bit.
It's real bad.
Yeah, it's
like
super
bad. It's real bad. Each stage is bifurcated into a like shooter stage and then like a different kind of shooter stage, and both of them are bad. And the main one is very sluggish and slow, and the not main one is also sluggish and slow.
Yeah.
And they both go on forever, and I couldn't get past the streams of Gook in the second one because I have no idea what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, same here.
Is that what you got? Like, just like, oh, there's a slime wall.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's it for me. Captain Planet.
I think I figured out I'm Captain Planet, and now I'm dead.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
The end.
No, so at the end, this is where the story ends. So with that, I think you had to have enough energy in reserve and had to divine which element was the right one to phase through the Gook wall. But the odds of you being able to do either of those things are exceedingly slim.
There should not be an energy reserve system in this game.
No.
Because, like, you run out, then that's it.
Yeah, you're useless.
Like, I was using a turbo controller, and, like, in the shooting stage, it's like, well, fuck, like, halfway through the stage, I'm done. You know, that's it. Mm-hmm. And what does the wind do?
Nothing.
Like, nothing. Like, the one, not the wind or the water. Yeah, whatever the one that, like, just shoots the wavy beam.
Yeah,
it didn't hurt things. Like... And the heart, like, is a tractor beam. I thought I had to, like, suck up trees to use them for power, and then I was thinking, oh, that's probably contrary to the message of this. But I couldn't figure out anything the heart beam did. No,
it was definitely the Raphael's size of this of this game. Yeah, but
according to the GameFAQs entry, it cures pollution and other ailments to the environment. Ugh. So maybe it comes in later.
I could see it possibly, like, you know, if I was trying to solve a design problem, if they called me in to fix it, I would say, okay, the heart is useless except when you're trying to fly over a fucking oil derrick.
You make it a charm spell.
Yeah,
like you hit a guy and it fights for you for a second until or kamikazes into somebody else.
Yeah,
you know, something like that. Like that's what you do. I know they're constantly killing people on Captain Planet, but the heavy kamikaze that happened on that show.
Well, you know, the ELF was a backer. They underwrote most of the show. Yeah. Ugh. But did you have as much of a problem with the oil derricks as I did, especially that cavalcade of like 7 of them in a row?
Indeed, I save stated right before it, and I didn't have enough energy to make it. But then, so I bit the bullet and died. And it was so hard, even once I figured out how to destroy them. Like, why does shooting a fireball at an oil derrick not blow it the fuck up?
Wait, you can destroy them?
To hit it? You have to hit, with a rock. The rock power up does
Holy shit! Yeah, no, I just maneuvered through them. Yeah. Oh wow, this is the best game ever, Gary.
I have no idea how you maneuvered through it.
Yeah, I maneuvered through it.
It feels like you're like moving through Vaseline. Like it is so sluggish and gross.
Yeah, and it's every single hit. Like it's only one hit, and then you spin in like fucking that guy on MASH.
Yep. Yep, until you just die. And like it looked at first, you have that energy meter, and I thought that was life, and I'm like, why am I dying in one hit? But no, that's my ammo.
Yeah, like nothing on the NES had ammo ever. Like not even Operation Wolf had ammo.
Yeah, it's insane, just insane. The oil derrick was really hard. There's like a boss, but it's just the same boss over and over and over and over, which is stupid.
Are you talking about the crazy like AT-AT walker?
Yeah. Yep. And who you just kind of like harm his legs until they go immaterial, so you can phase through them. Lots of phasing going on in this game.
Yeah. Well, it's flicker, right? But fucking shit. So we didn't allude to this, but like the first half, you're playing as the Planeteers flying their what is it, Nightwing or whatever it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they're the X1.
Sure.
Yeah. Which I kind of just wanted to play a game with like where you were switching between the 4 kids using their powers. I don't want to be Captain Planet.
Just hangs out at home.
Yeah, Hart's there going like, "Yeah, guys, you're on point."
Yeah, go get them. I'm young.
Yeah,
that would be awesome. Like, I want Ninja Turtles. Like, somebody do a ROM hack of Ninja Turtles, where you, like when you switch, you get different powers because you're different Planeteers.
Yeah, or do like the
The
Lost Vikings
Planeteers
kind
weren't
of thing?
useless. Yeah, totally. Like
Yeah.
that would be great. And like the Planeteers, that's a great idea because you use the different elements to solve puzzles.
Yeah.
And shit, like do it like a trine. The Planeteers weren't useless or anything.
No.
Like they didn't just have the ship and Captain Planet. They had rings that shot elements, and one of those elements was fire. Like they could set anything on fire on their own, no help. And so we don't need to play as them in their ship, like that. Or they could bury anything on Earth, or drown anything, or burst anything's lungs.
Yeah.
Like, or make it fall in love. Like they could do any of those things without help. They don't need Captain Planet.
Oh man, do you know which one of those is the deadliest?
Having your lungs burst?
Love. No.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
The answer that question seriously for no good reason.
Yeah, no.
Like, I don't know which one's
really earnestly. I believe it was Neil Young on After the Gold Rush who said, "Only love can break your heart."
That's true.
Yeah, man,
That's
I've
true.
been
unless you literally break it from like air pressure bursting your lungs.
Yeah, from concussive force. So I've been so I've got a little app on my phone that I use as an alarm clock, and I set it to different albums to wake myself up in the morning when my 14 other alarm clocks in my Fitbit don't wake me up. But it's like so I've set it as After the Gold Rush, and I wake up real sad.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I know, right? Seems like a
sounds
really
sad.
fixable problem.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. Anyone could fix it.
Yeah.
Simple push of the button. Yeah. This is real shitty.
Yeah. Oh, get
The real
this.
shit-
LeVar Burton was. Okay, so the section that LeVar Burton voiced in the opening sequence,
Yes.
Quote Kwame, was eventually replaced by a rap by Fred Schneider of the B-52s.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well.
No, I think
Isn't
you mean
that interesting?
I think you mean well.
Yeah, wow. That's a wow. Boy, interesting.
Yeah.
Hold on a moment.
Okay.
You don't have to marker this or anything. Like, I just, it's okay for this eco rap to show up on our speakers. I just want to hear this rap by Fred Snyder, right? Cole, it's done by a giant, anthropomorphic pair of lips. I'm not kidding, and it's not. It's just Fred Snyder sounding like Fred Snyder.
Yeah, no, it's a Fred Schneider ass Fred Snyder.
What? What is going on? With a PhD in sustainable yield.
He's just wrapping a textbook, Gary.
Yeah,
Fred Schneider is wrapping a textbook.
That's amazing. We have to see if we can get Fred Schneider on the show and just ask him about this. Like, wait for B-52s to come back and then just be like, yeah, we really want to hear about your album. We're a popular music podcast. Something. And then when he gets on, we're just like, so, there's a little thing called eco rap.
Yeah.
I'd like you to talk about for a little bit.
Oh, man.
Huh. I would not have thought about that. Or would not have thought that. That is surprising to me.
So the second stage of the bifurcation,
yes.
I didn't get much past this. I mean, we obviously both got stopped by the wall of goo. But you're playing as Captain Planet, who is the blandest, Superman ass, just
he's really
overpowered
ugly.
piece of garbage. Yeah.
Well, he's just also he's a really bad design.
Yeah, he's
he has a latitude and longitude lines on him, which look really stupid. I understand what they're going for.
Yeah, no, I always thought they looked kind of like Colossus, except more bullshit.
Yeah, like a busier, dumber Colossus.
Yeah, with green hair like grass.
Yep, yeah. He's got a strong visual theme. It's just a stupid theme.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would have done instead. I would have just accepted a regular man with a globe for a head. The cartoon,
just an out of shape dude.
Yeah, just he's a living. And when he turns into Captain Planet, he just recycles cans and then whatever it is, those environmental mulches.
Oh,
like talks to his coworkers about having a compost.
He just goes around, checks the pH of various people's compost bins, and then writes them a sternly worded letter if they're wrong. Like, oh, I'm sorry, but you put the wrong kind of bottle in your recycling.
Except he has a globe for a head, so if anyone sees it, they listen.
Yeah,
because he's terrifying.
He includes like a headshot.
And then the final episode of the series is him on a government autopsy table as they figure out, and then they open up his head and it's just molten lava and burns all the scientists alive.
Yeah, they make the incision over the very specific point in North America in which they are, and then it just rends the earth in twain. It's like, oh god, his head was the planet.
My brain was replaced with molten lava. Like, this is a way back, and like I used to be a captain in the army before I got dishonorably discharged. Now I'm Captain Planet.
I go around to high schools and I find these teenagers and I give them magic rings. They're actually blow pops. Don't tell them.
Yeah, I know. They're a magic of a sort. Listen.
They go around on adventures. I'm sometimes hungover and I have to wait for them to yell my name real loud or else I don't show up.
This is a great idea. It makes me want to like pitch it to Funny or Die. Like it's a good idea. Have you seen that Captain Planet Funny or Die video with Don Cheadle?
No.
It's really good.
Okay.
Like, just Google that. Anyone listening, Google this as well. It's really funny. Like, Funny or Die, Captain Planet, Don Cheadle. It's very good. I do not want to ruin it, but it is very great. Yeah, so I think that's all there is to the game. Like, you just kind of float around and then you die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like you're in the sewers of it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They all float in Captain Planet for the NES.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. So go fuck yourself, Russell.
Yeah.
This game. This is really bad. That's really rough.
Pure garbage. Was there anything good on GameFAQs or?
Not really. No. Yeah, kind of surprisingly, no.
Huh.
I was expecting it. Lots of 6 and 5s out of 10, which I think is overrating this quite a bit. But yeah, very little information in general on this game. Like so. Yeah. Nothing good.
Oh well. So, Gary, what are we doing next time?
Mandela died today. There's that.
Oh, yeah, he did die today.
Searching for things.
Yeah.
That's news.
That's really... So, let me see here. Let me pull out here.
We have the news today, Cole.
Yeah, no. So a couple people in Mexico, they took some unshielded cobalt. They're probably dead now. That's pretty sad. They didn't have a lot of options, and then they just went and did that. Nelson strangely enough, Gary, apartheid back on.
Oh, shit!
I know, right? It's a real bummer.
Yeah,
that is a bummer. They were just waiting.
Yeah. Oh, mercy.
Oh, well.
So next episode, we're doing Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City.
Ooh.
Suggested by Brad Carey.
Yeah.
Who we like a lot. Yeah. So, spoiler, I played it, but I'll save it all for next episode.
Yeah.
We can't talk about Harlem Globetrotters next episode because we already did.
God damn it. That was like half my material.
Yeah, until next time, what kind of fun things can people do just to save energy at home?
Well, they can dim their monitors and also adjust their power saving settings as they go to Duckfeed.tv and enjoy all of our other content, other great shows such as Watch Out for Fireballs, check it out, Comrade, Pilot Season, bunch of good stuff like that, or read the Survival Horror blog, which is Hexcrank.
Indeed. And buy our stuff. It's Christmas. Christmas time is coming. There's still time. So go to Amazon, buy all your Amazon stuff through our tip jar.
Yeah.
For Christmas, why not get your, you've been in a relationship for a while. You think this is the love of your life. Why not surprise her this Christmas with a copy of Super Mario Labs?
Okay.
Super Mario Labs: The Stoic Club.
I love the idea of like somebody with like their new fiance or with their new girlfriend. Like, all right, I think we're ready to take a big step. Like, oh, you want me to meet my parents? Or you want me to meet your parents? Like, no, I need you to meet Gary and Cole.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is them talking about Mario
Yeah.
Kart.
Yeah, listen. This is what they think about Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Isn't that romantic?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do make out a lot on that podcast. So, yeah, that gets you going.
Yeah.
Don't you want to hear it? Buy it.
Buy it.
Yeah. In addition, rate and review everything.
Yep.
And I think that's probably it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So until next time, Umbasa.
Umbasa.